Welcome, my fellow veterinary colleagues and those working in the animal care world. I am Dr. Erin Holder, creator of the Veterinary Compassion Fatigue Project. While the veterinary field is rewarding, it is profoundly exhausting and over time takes its toll on our mental, emotional, and physical health. These blogs are my experiences of owning a large integrative hospital for 18 years while raising 4 kids with my husband, my best friend, and learning from my many mistakes. Understanding where I went wrong and how I crashed and burned has been a journey to healing myself and hopefully others. Here is my latest blog. Trust me, I'm a scientist. While there are many Western interpretations of ancient Vedic texts, the theory of the 7 major chakras, Sanskrit for wheel, with countless minor chakras is currently the most widely accepted. Over decades, our Western world went on to attach endocrine glands, emotional states, musical notes, colors, etc. to each major chakra. These new interpretations were not written in the ancient texts, yet it provides a lovely roadmap in understanding our subtle body as it relates to our physical body and our environment. Some of you may already know and understand the chakra system, but for those of you who don't, I ask you to hang in there with me while we explore this theory as it relates to compassion fatigue, if only as a metaphor for you. So let's start by understanding the subtle body. This is how energy moves within and around the body. The Chinese name meridians as paths that energy travels along. The Ayurvedics name chakras as energy centers receiving, interpreting, and storing information. And scientists recently have acknowledged the presence of electromagnetic fields surrounding the body, our biofields. Further, where do we store our memories, our emotions, our intuition or purpose, and our love? To simplify the subtle body, we can say it consists of the chakras, meridians, and the biofield of living beings. It is how energy moves throughout and around the body and where our consciousness resides. While neuroscientists claim the cortex holds consciousness, there is no proof of this and leaves scientists feeling frustrated for lack of understanding. The 7 major chakras are root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, brow, and crown. The root chakra, located at the base of the spine, is the lowest vibrational chakra, matching the frequency of the earth. Its color is red and its emotional states are safety and security, our most fundamental need. Moving up to a higher vibrational frequency is the sacral chakra, located at the level of the sacrum and responsible for emotions and pleasure. Its color is orange. Continuing up is the 3rd chakra, or solar plexus chakra, located near the navel. This chakra is associated with yellow and holds our ego, our sense of self. The 4th chakra, our heart chakra, is located in the center of the chest and is associated with the color emerald green. The lower 3 chakras keep us grounded in the physical world, and the 4th chakra bridges our lower chakras with the upper 3, connecting us to the universe. The emotional states of this chakra are love and compassion, so it's befitting for a compassion fatigue program that we spend a great deal of time understanding this powerful chakra. In 1906, William Einthoven was the first to detect the electrical impulses measured from the strongest field in our body, the heart, and recorded the first EKG. As scientists, we know that where there is electricity, there is magnetism. But it wasn't until 2004 that scientists were able to measure the heart's magnetic field several feet away from our body. In 2005, Dr. Roland McCraty of the HeartMath Institute published groundbreaking studies that showed the magnetic field produced by the heart instantaneously travels throughout the body and is detectable by other persons within a range of communication. The waves travel like radio waves. He went on to publish that heart fields of 2 persons can lock or become synchronized up to 5 feet away. In other words, we truly make a heart-to-heart connection with others. So what does this mean? How does this information offer any hope for healing compassion fatigue? I propose that Tricia Dowling in the Canadian Veterinary Journal was actually onto something. If compassion, which normally resides in the heart chakra, stays there, it flows effortlessly and continuously. It does not fatigue. It actually rejuvenates you and energizes you. It's when it slips down into the 2nd chakra, the emotional seat of the sacrum, that compassion reverts to empathy, and we take on the emotions of client after client. We feel pain for our pet patients, and slowly over time, it becomes unbearable. Empathy resides in the second chakra. When we operate from compassion, we bring the empathy up into the heart chakra and we take action to relieve suffering and feel those amazing benefits. But it takes work to keep what we do heart-centered. While this may sound like word games or splitting hairs, the importance is that we are identifying the cause of fatigue. We are giving it a location in the body, and we are now able to use that knowledge to change how we practice medicine. We can use the power of intention in a very intentional way. Walk with me into an exam room. You spend the first 10 minutes collecting information about your patient. We walk in with our heart wide open, as most veterinarians and staff do, unless fatigue is settling in. Then we quickly make that heart-to-heart connection with the client and the pet. When the heart-to-heart connection is made, the client relaxes, the pet relaxes, and we gain more information. Most vets and techs do this without even knowing they are doing it. When we are great at it, the client will pour their hearts out and give us massive amounts of information, perhaps relating to their own health and circumstances. Now we are expected to go to the next room and make a new connection, gather more information, and on throughout the day. Remember, my first tip in TVCFP was to acknowledge that we are actually human and susceptible to compassion fatigue. So here is my second tip. Close the exam room door behind you and take 5 seconds to create a gesture to physically and mentally release from that client. Check in to make sure that you are not carrying those emotions on to the next client. You are setting an intention for the compassion to stay in the 4th chakra where it should, and you are energetically releasing from the client and the pet. No matter how difficult that room was, it is not yours to carry. This simple act is granting yourself permission to release. It doesn't mean we don't love our clients and our patients. In fact, just the opposite. Making a heart-to-heart connection with a client and patient is one of my most treasured moments as a veterinarian. It was the release that I didn't understand. I felt I owed it to them to carry it with me. I was a better doctor and a better human because I carried it. What complete and utter nonsense. Even your client who spent an hour confiding in you would agree. Release. Setting this intention over and over retrains your brain. It will not happen in one day or 1 month. It takes time and a combination of many tactics and lifestyle changes to solve the complex issue of compassion fatigue. But the journey is worth it. Find me on the Veterinary Compassion Fatigue Project Spotify podcast, my website, Facebook, and YouTube at TVCFP. Let's keep talking about what we face in the veterinary and animal care world and ways that we can help each other. Reach out if you have a particular topic you would love to hear about. Subscribe to hear updates on our annual restoration retreat to be launched in spring of 2025. As always, I hope you find what you're looking for and share it with anyone who needs it. With love and hope, Dr. Erin Holder.